Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome again. This is the second attempt, but it doesn't matter because the game hasn't started, so we are pretty much on time. We are currently looking at a waiting of a few minutes extra for the scrim to start. Today's game is going to be SAG, Squad Allstars Germany, versus SAG, Squad Allstars Germany. So that's not true. Wait a minute, let's see. We have team 1, that's obviously tactical trigonometry. Let's change that a bit. Give me a second there. I don't want to misspell this, because that would be embarrassing. Sometimes it doesn't copy this stuff right. This is a bit... So like this. That works better. Alright, gentlemen. Let's hope the game's going to start soon. We are still looking at a few disconnects. This time on the TT side. It's already 17 minutes past the game time we had hoped to see. So we are a bit in the late, but I believe there's going to be a match start soon. And we're going to look at a match swap in 7 minutes, which are going very fast, so... Oh, it's going to be live on roll, gentlemen. Live on roll. That means match is going to start in a few seconds. Let's see what we are getting into. Alright. Let's see if it switched everything correctly. Let's just wait until all the squads are done. It's live, but GT is missing a few players. They're missing like 3 players. 2 players maybe. Depending if they have a cast or not, which I think they have. So that's interesting. Let's see about that. What are settling in? We have a staging phase of 3 minutes left. 3 minutes until this is getting interesting. We have SAG on the USMC side, and we have TT on the Russian airborne forces. And it's time for us to... Simply has opened this squad, so we can now start calling the cast squad.
All systems online.
And it deleted everything again. Oh, this is not so... So, and this off. Let's see if that works. We have... No, of course not. We have everything mixed up again. This is not what I was interested in. Oh, man. Let's fix that real quick. Work? Almost. Oh, god damn it. This is such an annoyance. Sometimes it saves these settings, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it does not. Gentlemen, I want to start by saying I'm a bit new to all of this, so please bear with me if I take a second longer in doing some of this setup, but I will get there in a second. Let's copy these. Take a look. So we have team 2, so we should be able to... This?
Ich hab Angst.
Finally, we got this. Gentlemen, let's go. This is going to be an interesting match. Let's move a bit to the middle of the map to see what's going to happen here. Take a little jump. Let's take a look at this. Fast thing to set up. And then we're good to go. And the rollout is over right now. We're going to have a look at what is going on. Let's take a look at the markers. SAG has lots of markers on the map. GT is more conservative using those. Let's see the rollouts. I'm going to show the squads for a second now. So that might be a bit ruinous to your immersion, but we have, oh my god, we have such interesting names. Infantry and Vix, nothing out of the ordinary. Same for TT as far as I can see. Alright. Fast movers. Lots of powerful Vix moving to Kalinovka. One Logi truck. Both of the Humvees and the LAVs are moving there. And it does look like TT is trying to respond. There's 2 Logi trucks here, one of the smaller boxes, one of the bigger, so that has some potential for disaster for TT here if SAG hits the right spot. Lots of smoke. What do we see in the south? SAG is setting up, backcapping of course. Let's take a look at this, how this is going. See the LAV's hot drops. There's a lot of infantry from SAG up here. That's going to be interesting. So they're trying to deny Kalinovka, obviously. Let's take a look. Radio placement already, infantry on the flag. We have one of the lodges moving through, and that's going to be deepened on. There is the first shooting. LAV shoots. And let's take a look at this. Oh, Kuro misses. And gets shot immediately. So this is interesting. There's a Justice vehicle and some infantry behind it. But the LAV already withdrew and... no, they're flanking. Let's take a look. Oh, that was an AT shot from behind. Very nice. And this is what I'm interested in. LAVs are taking it slow. And the AT destroyed the first box. But we're still having the BMD-4 sitting here defensively, but it knows about the LAVs, and that's a shot from the other BMD. And that's the first LAV destroyed. That's very good for TT. And oh my god, there's potential for a second left to go down. Second left is moving back. TT got into this.
Feinde südlich von Subpen bei mir.
I'm not convinced. Infantry is extremely dominant. The side of SAG. And I believe for the sake of privacy of these squad leaders, I'm going to disable the squad leaders. communication.
Da muss irgendwas sein. Ja.
That's going to make the game a bit more quiet, obviously. But this is going to protect the the stream from any profanity, which is my specialty. So infantry took this flag. Backcaps are going as planned for SAG so far. There is no fighting over subpen at this point. That's firmly in control of TT. But Kalinovka is firmly in the hands of SAG right now. There's this flank over here we're looking at, and we have another flank to the south that Lodgy Shitbox that drove through earlier, and we have some infantry that may be able to sneak in. That's a very, very possible indeed. And if they do, they can cap this. They're going to cap subpen, obviously. And yeah, then we're looking at a classical middle flag setup, which I don't think is going to happen, but there's the potential for a pretty boring game if it's going to be the middle flags, because one side sitting on train station, the other side sitting on subpen, people just motoring, no real attacks happening. That has been the case on other maps, other scenarios before. Let's hope it's not coming to this. We're seeing a Kalinovka pen for a Kalinovka cap right now. BMBs are moving in, knowing that they did take down one of the labs. They have to get this flag. They are pushing forward. We see infantry of TT pouring into the flag from different directions. First lead hit on the lane cut fire and getting out, no problem. In the meantime, oh, that's going to be interesting. That's a dead laugh. That's a dead laugh. That's unfortunate. And that's props to Raven Opus. I didn't capture it on camera, unfortunately, but he managed to disable the laugh, as far as I can assume, because it was damaged and standing by the road and the ATV was here. That was very good, because that's the second laugh. That means we have no laughs for the next 7 minutes or so on SAG side, but still both B and D force on the map. So that's, at least on the vehicle side, a big improvement they have over the other team. Train station cap is completed, but with the loss of Kalinovka, there is going to be this middle setup. However, what we do see, while we don't really see any SAG on this side, apart from Skill and LTH, we do see, and they're in a transport like that, so they can't drop a hub. What we do see is a hub coming online over here in the forest for TT. And that should not have been spotted so far. So that's going to be interesting. Take a look on this. Actually, let's see if we can take it. Oh, this camera is interesting. It's a little bit jelly. There's somebody in there? Hello there? Nope. And I hope to catch a good firefight, but... oh! Well, that's just murder. The question for me is, let's jump out of that. Question for me is, how is SAG going to react to this? Because obviously, currently at least, this flag is not of too much value. And we have... oh man, I'm missing all the good action. We have a miss. We missed the hub going down south of the flag here for SAG. And SAG crossing the river, so they are moving to Seppen, but it's going to take a few minutes until they're there. On the other side, we are seeing a pretty significant push. With Beastie in the middle, who at least knows that there's something coming. But there is coming a lot of infantry. That looks... that could be interesting. I mean, there's a hub online, so respawns are possible, but since most of the team is alive and not on the ground, they cannot respawn, so they have to run behind the enemy. Take a look at this one. Second place. That's better. Let's see what we are getting into. Alright, gentlemen. This push is not looking good for SAG for the moment, but I have a lot of infantry coming in the back and a lot of infantry over here, so I don't think this push is going to get TT where they want to, for now at least. SAG has found a lodge in the meantime, north of Subpen, and is taking this resupply down. And also they build a hub over here, but that should be spotted by the helicopter, so let's see how long that stands and how effective it's going to be, because the distance to Subpen is pretty big, yeah? That's a significant distance to walk. On the other side, train station. I mean, the hub is blocked, but I'm still not convinced. I might be wrong. Oh, that's a pretty good hit from Scarface. But it's just a lad. Before is able to make a route. He's got another missile. Yes, he does, and this time it's the tandem, and that's a burning BMD4. So they're going to have to get out, and if he takes that crewman out, and he's going to do that, just that. That's a one-man BMD. Oh, that was a miss. And Scarface is down, which means that he is going to be able to repair the vehicle, possibly. Depending on if there's another lad coming from Schattendorf. And he is repairing. So this BMD might still live in the end. It's... Schattendorf is aiming already, isn't he? And if that missile... Oh my god. And as soon as the smoke fire goes out, he should just get in and get the hell out of there, and he's going to do just that. This BMD lives, and that's unfortunate. 2 missiles missed. And that means the BMD is still not dead. In the meantime, infantry-wise, we have SAG moving back on the hub. If you're looking at the radio is in the bleed out. Which does mean they don't get it quickly. That's going to be a goner. And Campo is trying to get in, but he has 2 guys that are in his way. Kills the first one. Second guy is in here. Let's see if that's working out for him. Looks pretty good. Is he on time for the radio though? Oh, he's a squad leader. That's unlucky for him. Yeah, he's a big crewman, I forgot that. So with nobody to come and save the radio, that is probably going to go. 47:31, that's like 15 seconds left. And they're just not getting there. There's just too much infantry here stopping them, and Paco is shooting Campo. El Bacho arriba, but he's too late. He is too late. This radio is gone. That means tickets are gone, and that means Bacho is gone because he's getting shot in the face by Swooper, who swoops him out. That means, guys, we're looking at a captive train station by TT. So, with that in mind, and no help whatsoever for SAG in the area, that's going to be a bit of a problem, if I may say so myself. So let's take a look at subpen, because SAG has managed to move gentlemen into subpen or onto subpen. But there is still quite a few guys of TT in the area. The radio is still in a good shape. The hub is not blocked. So that's that. Also, TT is reacting to the radio. They knew that was there. Let's see how long it takes them to find that, or if they... Well, if they're unlucky, they won't find it, but they have to find... They have to see the hub, at least. If they miss the radio, if it's in a bush, that's possible. But, I mean, let's take a look. Radio is... Oops, that was a bit too deep. That's... Ah. Well, that's unlucky, I guess. That's pretty unlucky. Let's see. Are they at least going to... No. Guys, if you missed the hub and the radio, that's a bit... Well, that's not how they planned it, I guess. But that's good for SAG. However, if we're looking at subpen, they are capping it with 4 chevrons, which is pretty good. Because they definitely need this double neutral. And that's pretty much a game changer. At least from my limited perspective. Hub is blocked right now on subpen as well. Because that means even if TT has a big lead on train station, they at least can... Well, just get 3 guys in there and cap it if that's possible. And we saw it's possible, right, on Kalinovka. Okay, that was only just 1 guy necessary, but it is possible. So, let's see how that plays out. Right. Let's switch the firefights over on train station. BMD4 still roaming around. No vehicles to contest them. Let's see how fast we're looking at. The Luff's back on the map. And they are already riding in. First Luff is over here. Fantastic and Danny San, and the second left is... Yeah, they didn't get far. They didn't get far with that over here. And it's again, it's Opus, who's doing a lot of trouble for the LAVs. Now train station is getting capped by SAG, but as there is still enough infantry on subpen is getting capped by TT. Oh man. Let's take a look at the scoreboard at this point. Let's see how we're looking. We're looking at... Oh, it's dead even. Alright, that's interesting. DJ Hawks fragging solidly. Same for Walkman, Coco. Canto's AFK. No, nothing to... that's to be expected from him. And the Vicks are just not getting much in, at least on here. So let's compare that to 0703. Pretty nice. Opus 03, but he's the heavy AT kid that shoots the left, so I'm going to let that one slide. From what I can see... Oh, that's the Vix, yeah. Interesting. Always taking the head kit in the bigger squads. Let's take a look at Filthy Kevin's mission to kill all of these blueberries. Yeah, bro, I'm talking to you. Let's go. Kill them all. Got this. Hearing a lot of shooting, fights. First lav is back to main, repairing. Second lav is chasing the BMD4, and Filthy Kevin fell, so let's just take a look at this one. Let's see if there is going to be a chase. BMD is hit. And he got Hans Wurst. Was the lad who might have hit them. This lav already has some damage, so it's questionable if they are chasing the BMD. The BMD is with its back to the lav, but it should be pretty okay. Chase is still ongoing. Oh, they turn. Oh, this is going to be... That's super bad, yeah. Well played. Nice turnaround at this point. And that's another lav going down. So the BMDs are rocking this currently. Together with the heavy AT kit we saw earlier from Raven, who just is a pain in the ass for the LAVs. They get out of main, they have to repair again. They have not really been into play this game so far. Oh man. We're taking another look at the map. And we have a Captapen again. And train station is not capped. It's actually... Oh, it's dead even right now. So close. And SAG desperately need to cap this. There are 50 tickets down at this point, which is not too much. But if they lose train station for good, all of this infantry has to reset again, and all of this is going to cost a lot more tickets. A lot more tickets. And they found the hub. So they probably didn't find the radio, I guess. Let's take a look. Did I find the radio? They did. They just didn't show up on my screen. Okay, so that's going to go down as well. There's nobody in the area that can compete that. That's 20 tickets more. And this is the first time we see a lav shooting an infantry since... Oh, for a long time actually. They are probably going to hunt the radio they spotted. Indeed they are. And that's nice. That's a staged radio. What you doing, guys? Shoot it down. I'm not certain why they're not shooting the radio into the bleed out, but maybe they will in a second. Yeah, that's cause I'm blind. Bro, I'm just freaking blind. There's 3 people coming up. Let's make that 2. But this is Chorus moment. He's going to be the man, the legend. And he's doing it smooth. Such a dude is going to dig the radio. And there's 2 people digging right now, so this might be a moment for Kush, but the problem is the LAV outside, so he's going to have a very hard time getting that. And Exitus is insulting me. No, actually I am Schmutz, I know that. Hello, Exy. I love you. Oh god. Bro. It's their own radio. How stupid can you be? It's even in blue. Let's get the hell out of here and just never talk about this again. Oh god, that's so fucking embarrassing. Oh. Alright, that's on me, boys. Fucking hell. Train station getting capped. 3 chevrons for TT, 2 chevrons, 1 chevron. Oh man. Left took a hit again. Moving back. The repairs. Cowboy dies. That was a miss. Robin going down to the shots of the wizard. Oh god. Let's have a look on the map. Yeah, Suppen has been mostly evacuated by SAG at this point. No reason to stay over there. And at this point I'm interested, will SAG move to secure torpedo factory? Because train station is slowly but surely getting kept at this point. Some fancy drifts from Ori and Baco. Well, at least they got that radio. Did not here. Oh, I think I'm drunk actually. Better be for that shit I'm talking. Bajo arriving on the radio. Ay, ay, ay. Oh. Oh. At least if you take a bit of a step back, that's looking pretty decent for SAG, so they might get that radio. And that means these gentlemen are a bit off. There's fighting going on SAG's hub, however. Up over here. And I think SAG lost that one. They did. Which means this hab is going to get staged and the search for the radio will begin. Which will force SAG to spawn in the north, and the north is contested. There's a Vic in front of the hub, and this time it's good for TT. This spawn point is turning into deathbird right now. We are 100 tickets down. TT is doing a pretty good job at this point, I have to say. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. And we see that SAG is actually ahead in kills. So they have a positive KD. They have double the amount of revives than TT. And still, all up, they are 100 tickets down. 100 tickets. That's the middle flag, Suppen, of course. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think train station was not capped, right? So they don't get any tickets from finishing the cap on train station, which they're definitely going to do. And there's Scarface, Heavy AT, and Violet the Medic, as well as LTH, trying to storm Scrim and Storm Subpen. Oh boy. Radio is in bleed out over here, and I am fairly certain that it's going to stay that way until it's gone. Which means, yes, SAG has train station, but they didn't get any points for that. That's going to be interesting. Bro. That's interesting. I'm still disabled. I think they got the radio right. Should have. Ah, they're still searching.
Marines, we're in danger of losing the fight.
So many mines are in front of the main base. I think most drivers will avoid the roads anyways, but still, that's a lot of mines over here in pretty good spots. That's the first artillery of the game. Unless I manage to miss an entire artillery, which is which is very possible. Oh, bro. Oh my god. What am I watching? So, my eyes don't deceive me. No, my eyes deceive me, of course. There's a lot of guys here. Unfortunate. Nice kill. And for the Lodgy. Bruh. I mean, no hard feelings, obviously. That was another AT shot missed. And that means that SWATbot should be able finish digging that hub, right? And he is. So that's going online. There it comes, and it's going online. There's Violet, she's dead. LDH, she's dead as well. There's Scarface, and he's going to have to hurry because the hub is going online in a second. And his choice is to move to the hub. How are you doing, bro? Which is going offline in 1 second. Oh, that's terrible. He's dead. Mr. Spawns. And there is a squad of SAG coming in to the north, but I don't think they will be able to get this. Boy, oh boy. What a match. 20 tickets left on SAG side. I went away from... That was the radio. And that's a 112 win for TT for the first round. So that's going to be one hell of a job to get 113 tickets at least in the second round to win this one. Well done for TT. Let's just scroll up the scoreboards real quick so we can have a quick look at this. Just a little bit for the record. So if somebody watches the video, you can see that. And boy oh boy, so there's going to be a switch in the server. We're going to hop to SAG server for the second round. Server. Yeah, my dialect is wonderful. Alright. Let's continue here. Put this in caps lock. All right. Let's make a quick disconnect here. And as soon as we are on the server, we're going to check that the settings are okay. And if that's the case, we are going to have a short break, I presume. Scroll through here because I don't know why, but if I search the server by name, in most times it just doesn't find it. I have no clue why. I have to scroll to it manually. But that's go for us, right? Every day is a new bug, a new feature. Don't worry, guys. We are getting, what was it? Weapon skins, I think. Right, gentlemen, let's have a quick break. This is probably going to take at least 5 minutes, maybe more, maybe less, but I think it's at least 5 minutes. 112 tickets. Ooh. I'm interested in seeing how the hat kit is going to perform in this round on the US side. The Raven hat kit, I forgot the name, I'm sorry. And in general the vehicle dynamics, because the vehicle dynamics was pretty favored for TT, right? Like, I've seen one laugh drive-through saving the radio, which was destroyed a few minutes later, but like 10 minutes later, okay, which was good. But that was actually, I believe, the only big action I saw from the LAVs. They hot dropped the guys in the early game, but that was mostly it. And I hope for the crews, that which will obviously man the BMD force right now, that they can have a better game this time. But that is entirely up to them and obviously the enemy team. So let's see who performs better in this second round. We're on Al-Bashar right now, which is obviously not going to be the map we're playing, but this allows us to check if we are having the correct settings, which we're probably not having, right? Oh. It's looking like we don't. Right. Let's make it like this. Oh. This one it was. We're having a break. Yay. So let's just take a few minutes of silence. Right, I'll be right back. Opus was the heavier kid, right? Means that alright. Looks like we are getting the final preparations in. There's one guy missing, but he's on the way, and I think we have a go for switch. But I believe SAG will wait for the last guy at least a little bit longer.
Startezeit komplett. Easy.
Return to base.
Bayo, yayo, bayo, yayo. Bayo,
Ojej, spierdolę.
That's so false. It's so wrong. His name's Bacho. El Bacho Arriba. Remember that.
Ja pierdolę.
Ja pierdolę, bomber, kurwa.
All right. Second round, second half beginning shortly. Sides are already correct. But let's wait for the squads to open. And they gave the squads color names, which is pretty good, because I already have problems with colors as we saw in the first half. Ay, 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 ay. The squad is open, so that should be all the squads.
Schickst du deine Jungs rein bei mir?
Auf jeden Fall. 2 Uhr, wenn es passt.
Ja, 2 Minuten, wenn es passt.
Ja,
Stop talking!
Einer passt noch.
Stop
Aber er
talking.
ist irgendwie nicht reingespawnt bei mir.
So, this is the way to go if you are a squad leader in public. You just do exactly as I just did. That is the perfectly way to go. Just not on SAG. Obviously I'm joking. Maybe. Who knows. Alright, we have... Let's see if that works. Obviously not. Bruh. I'm too lazy to copy that one, but I can do this. It would be smarter to just use the presets, I guess, but I am a lazy boy. Oh, now it's looking better, but there is one last thing we still need, and that's the 112 tickets. That TT won within the last round. Alright, while we still have a bit of time, let's just take a quick look at the squads. We have a 5-man squad 1, 3-man squad 2 with a heavy AT kit. Big infantry squad 3, marksman kit. Ooh, the same 3-man squad, BRDM 2-man, big infantry squads here. No too big surprises. Dobre kurwa ja pierdolę. And BTR cord. And that squad 8 is one of the BMDs, I presume. Where is it? There is it. Yeah, that's squad A, and the other BMD4 is squad 5, and they call it BRDM because... bruh. So, I have some goals for myself for this round. The first one is I'm just going to treat this match as a free-for-all. This way I don't have any problems with colors. I'm joking. But I do want to see, and that's for no specific reason... I need to see Violet die, and I need to see Momo die. Kuro I already saw die, so that's that. And Leonard just said it, 10 seconds until match starts. That's pretty exciting. And there we go. And let's see how the rollout works this time. There's going to be a Kalinovka attack, and it could very much be. The fast wigs are out first. That's pretty clean, I guess. On the SAG side, that looks pretty okay as well. Boy, this is going to be interesting. I also forgot this good TT. Let's take a quick look at TT. 3-man, 4-man. 3-man here, 5-man. Where is... these are the infantry squads. Vehicle squads. And Opus is heavy AT kit again, yes. So. And this is a bit more aggressive from the BMDs, as we saw on the other side. Which may or may not be a good thing. We will see. There is two LIVs incoming with hat kit and this infantry squad. They are missing each other closely, but they should have at least heard each other, right? That could be disastrous. And the Vics are just moving through. Oh my god. Bro, this could be... And this is so lucky that they did this drop, but it's still... it's problematic. After opening fire, the BMPs are not there. They're to the south. And the Logi is behind, that's okay, so the Logi is dropping. Lefts are rolling around. And they found this small guy here. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. And that's the BMP force. And that's a good start for the BMP force. And they are going to take this away. Yeah, that's both laughs out. BMGs are just too strong. Nicely done. Means no laughs again. So this seems to be a pattern. That means a 20 ticket lead for now for SAG. But it's a bit early to celebrate for them. Just a bit. That's a lot. That's dead. Opus is in position though, and if Opus hits this, if he hits his head on the first BMD, that's just alive, right? Still alive. It's a second. Now he's dead. That means both both BMDs returning to main for some rearm. Nice. Nice. I do like this guy, I really do. He seems to be in pretty good positions all the time with his head kit. Unfortunately didn't get a good hit on the first one. I think he used that, right? I couldn't really see it, I believe. Or just didn't pen good. So let's take a look outside. We have Torp Factory capped. There's probably just not rendering. Pen is pretty safe. There is infantry in there. Koro on that. Should be doable for him. Interesting mortar there. Somewhat solid control over here, I believe. This is interesting because it's a lot. It seems a lot more dynamic than the first game. Like a lot more different places where action is happening. But for now, the caps are going on both sides. 2 and 3 chevrons each. 3 and 3 right now. So that's that. Here we have TT retreating from that position. Medic doing medic stuff. Nothing interesting to see here. Take a look at subpen for now. Started dude fighting with Chris Webb 89. Who's going to win this epic battle? And it's Koro. That's Koro who wins that battle. And Tata Dude still gets killed by Chris Webb. So, you could technically argue Chris Webb won the battle because he killed Tata Dude and Tata Dude didn't kill Koro, but I'll leave that up for debate. Yeah, Koro might hear these steps. So, ooh, that's pretty good shooting. Nice. Train station is done so far. Kalinovka is not going pretty fast, but it's capping. Is there a lot of infantry here? There is at least, yeah, there's a good amount. Vic is retreating again. And he took some mines and got destroyed. That's the... Oh, I forgot the big name. It's the MDM, BTR MDM. That's Red Glizzy, and I am pretty sure that this is the guy who is responsible for those 250,000 mines we saw in front of the main base of SAG in the last round. So, yup. Not bad, not bad, not bad. And that's a lesson. Don't use the roads in this game. At least on positions where this mining is... I'm not talking about Bitcoin mining. Bruh. Is pretty irregular. Yeah. Caps are done. Suppen kept as well. Scarface winning a fight here. And Smush using frags against Hazza, but not hitting him. We just have 2 rally points, right? 6 and 3, and these are big squad and not so big squad. Big enough to do some trouble here. So I am interested to see how long this is going to stay. But I believe there is a possibility that they might want to swap it for Suppen. However, at this point, the Suppen is no longer being capped. As we look into this, let's take a quick peek. Can I get Bajo? Thank you. This is a bit difficult with the cam in here. That a bunker they built? Yeah. Up the stairs. Interesting stuff. Almost looks like a machine gun bunker with this gun over here. It's a nice way to block it. And Koru again! Koru again! Will he do it? Come on, show us what you can do. And he is... He's getting wasted by Protect Janek. But show sitting in the place here. Not hitting. Not connecting the shot. But Suppen is still neutral. And this leaves us to wonder the big question. Where the fuck is the sub if this is the Suppen, bruh? We do not know. This looks like if... Yeah, it's going to start a cap for TT right now. I believe this is a point where SAG might have to throw more forces into this. Risk leaving train station and just getting everybody on the Suppen cap. Because at this point, tickets are still... close, more like 15 difference at this point. And if we look at the KD, it's not very decisive yet. Slight advantage for SAG at this point. Well, we saw an advantage in tickets, I see, in kills for SAG last round, and in revives, big time. But they could not translate that into a ticket lead, and instead lost on the flags. And the VIX, obviously. Talking about VIX, let's take a quick look at the LAVs. Oh, that's interesting. Both BMD4s are now arriving to provide support. And that is TT on the radio. And that means, as soon as that's staged, no response on this one. And that's the point when that happens. Losing a fight, so it's Revek's turn. Is he going to do that? He's just getting shot. Interesting nade though. I should have connected in my opinion, but did not. That means his radio is going to be in the bleed in a second. Map disabled. Train station is not looking too crispy right now. Or TT, but as long as Suppen doesn't get capped, the train station is not too relevant in my opinion. But I might be missing something in the bigger picture. Stuff like you have to win with at least 113 tickets for a win, so you have to risk a bit. And that means trying to roll the enemy at least 2 from the middle flags. Aye, 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 aye. Just a second BMD. Oh, there, it's repairing. Let's pop in Campo again. Let's take a look at that. Took a hit, I guess. Yeah, they got tracked. Detracked. And that's, I tell them, from Diego 99. Who's there in the background? It's Opus. He's coming. It's a full loss on Subpin. Echt. I don't know. It might have been, and like I said, I have no clue. I'm just clueless and... Kill lead is in the favor of TT at this point, even. Not bad. Can we get a shot off? No. I don't think so. The arming rifle. Okay. That's nice. So! Train station, friends. There's still so much infantry. SAG fighting over that. Well, they did lose Suppen totally. There's nobody left on Suppen. They're outside to the north. Those rally points are... They have to be TT's rallies, right? Yeah, they are TT's rally points. So... Ooh, Glizzy is going to get shot at, probably. He managed to get... Oh. Guys, you have to see this mine. You have to... Hit it. And I'm not sure if they did spot this one, but if they didn't, that was pretty lucky. Second. Campo and Bob. I think they saw the first mine at least. And... that. Yeah, they did. They marked it. At least those mines are known right now. And Dex and Wonka can spot Glizzy. Probably. Alright. As interesting as this is, let's move on to bigger things. Take a look at Kalinovka at this point. Radio. No hab so far, as you can see. Yeah, no hab so far. So this attempt has been thwarted, which is very good for SAG right now. And they spot this one. So Momo is going to move down there. Hopefully finish this job. Ay, 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 ay. Kalinovka is pretty secure so far. There's these guys over here with their rally point 3, which just barely doesn't get wiped. Okay, it's not that close, but... And I believe Vex is just having this mission. Just try to clear those rallies. And he found one. Squad 6's rally point, if I am not mistaken. Oh, Squad 3's rally is still active and it's not going to go down, or is it? Oh, not. So, Kalinovka, pretty secure for now. Train station is somewhat in the hands of SAG, I say. Yes. They managed to remove this radio a bit earlier as well, which means nice tickets for them, but... Unless they are going to cap this flag over there, Suppen, that's not of too big a significance. Tickets are pretty even. We have a 4 ticket difference at this point. Oh, you boy, oh boy. We're looking laugh-wise. Let's check that out. We have one laugh on the south, over here, squad 9. Solid control. Solid control over train station for now, but this is where the problem lies at the moment. We're looking at here reinforcements, squad 7, flanking this assault of SAG. Crafter and Zata Dude against Starcraft does not win this fight. So that's only Zata over here. Difficult times. And that's Koro who just died on the rally point. That's unlucky. That means this rally point is going to get wiped in a bit. Should at least be. That's a tough pill. How do you crack this nut? So he's on the south. He might be able to. I mean, they know their mortars there because they obviously hear it. So there is a possibility. Take this hab out. And with the response from Akantos up in the east, you push Sapin and win that. If they are able to. Still is and Dex should try to get out of there ASAP because there's a love coming in. Where is our two? You're telling me they're not getting out of the main base again? Bob and Campo returning to main base again, damaged. If we look here, they are... What are you doing there, guys? Want to help wipe the rally or what? Not with me before, right? Okay, shooting it on, guys, always nice. Ah, it just happens. Since the ICO, it's a bit more... There's an enemy front, you should see him, too. See them. Rally point is still active. Leonard. That's... getting close. Getting shot, and that's it. That's a rally wiped. Squad Leader 3 is not in the area as far as I can see, at least not alive. That should mean the end of this trouble. Some infantry over here who will still be an annoyance, but I believe that should do that. There's going to be a Lodgy attempt. To the south. How far are you going, guys? Interesting. Was big down. AVP, right? Yeah, that's the AVP that we saw earlier here. We'll probably move this really. No, he responded there. And it's already blocked! It's already blocked! They already saw it. Oh, bro. You see, SAG was at least on the hub over here. Yeah, they blocked it for a second, but they got AVP'd, bruh. LTH is pretty alone currently. This rally point is pretty far away, so it's... Will he spawn there? Maybe. SAG is moving in on subpen with a few guys. And this is just a rally point. No hub? No hub. Just a rally point. 3 men. Bleh? Okay. I'll call you guys the Special Ops team. Special Ops on Kalinovka. Train station is quiet. Focus has shifted on subpen. LAVs on subpen, at least one. And... Oh! I don't know. It's still not looking too good. Hopes are still up. TT is still 10 tickets behind, but that's no biggie. Because they have 112 from the first game. Yay. I'm still not convinced. Yeah, oops is yeah. That's that. Still not convinced about the BMD's work. Oops is... Oh, he gets shot this time. But I'm still not convinced. I see the laughs like on first flag, on main base. I never really see them in the thick of it. Right, you're watching pretty defensive, but I don't know. I believe this is too defensive, right? If you want to win this game with over 112 tickets, you have to play at least for the active flag, and you have good shooters in your team. Which you can see here, right? We have a... It's not too big lead for SAG, but you have a lead for SAG. Revive's dead even this game. Last game there was a pretty big difference in that. And let's just take a look at... Oops, just screw up here. We see Momo010, but his squad is fragging solidly with Matador and TJ Hawks. We have Fantos doing some frags. Usenchiner no squad kit. That's going to be a report. 8 kills, 9 downs on one of the BMDs. In BMD a bit less. Allstars 000. He's probably AFK. He missed his chopper. PT side. Moist Luke. Yay. A2 Jack John, pretty good fragging. Well. Another hab attempt, probably. And we just... yeah, there it is, radio. And we just missed another hab destroyed, I think. It was another 20 tickets. Unless it was the big. I'm so blind, bro. I'm so blind. That's a cleanup over here of the ship box. Both BMDs are doing a bit more aggressive right now. And the Spec Ops team dropped its hab in there. Is it going? Is it spotted? I don't think so. Doesn't look like it, no. Which is good, right? Need to get sub in. Obviously don't forget the defense, which is getting some heat right now. This hub is also a potential for trouble, despite the 2 BMDs being there. But you need to get this up in. And oh god, that's bad. Look at that. The radio is already getting watered from my ego. They immediately found it. It's already staged as far as I can tell. It is. Is in the area just watching, chilling. Momo is flanking. Let's see how this fight goes. And he hears guys shooting. This should be pretty easy for him. Take a look. Sees him. He shoots him. ICO turns every decent shooter into, I don't know, whatever. That's just insane. But he got the kill, that's what counts. Problem is, this radio is in the open, not even under a tree. I believe the thought process was it had to go fast. And it did go fast into bleed out, that is. And with those mortars it cannot be saved, that's 20 tickets. And SAG has a 40 ticket diff right now, but this is very likely to reduce that to 20. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Already bleeding in 25 seconds. No, it's an artillery. And this artillery is not that good, actually. I mean, it's getting this ready, which is 20 tickets. Immediately dies to the first wave. So that radio is dead. No way. 20 tickets gone. But we're having a small cap on sub pin, 2 chevrons. This artillery is not hitting anybody else. Let's just take a look at Momo, and that's Momo dead. He's against 3. Too much of a problem, I think. Beautiful artillery. Against infantry, it's against trees, because SAG has a lot of people over here right now. There's no cap, no hap in subpins, so all reinforcements are coming from here. If there's the possibility for 1 or 2 BMDs to stop this, oh, that would be beautiful. Talking about BMDs, did I miss both of them going down? No, I just didn't find them. On defense again. Yeah, they're in the main base. Both BMDs again in the main base repairing. They're not there. That's very good, but they are still in the main base. Chevron's cap. Solid cap right now. DT was in Sapan, but so far they're playing pretty good. Just from the scoreboard, they might have a bit worse micro, but the macro play so far. Watching, not hitting, nobody hitting. Midman is suppressed. Both experienced shooters. Midman has the high ground, and if you watched Star Wars, you know the high ground is very, very important. But so is looking at your enemies. And that's... yeah. High ground is good, so he left the high ground and didn't look at Cole. That's a loss. 10 caps, 3 chevrons. And this camera doesn't work in here, right? The dude lying around doing nothing as usual. Yeah. Looking at the sea, wondering if you can go outside. No, you cannot. You have a bar in your head, bruh. This artillery has a good potential to secure Sapan. There's a lot of guys on Sapan from TT already, so they're going to have to get cleared. But still a 3 chevron cap, and this artillery, it didn't get that much. The radio stage, right? Or even without. Staged. Oh, they're giving it up again. Good job to team, but that's bad for the SAG, obviously. Ay, 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 ay. But Tusrally is just so far away. I mean, that's probably what kept it alive, but that means there's no more contest for this app for at least a few minutes. Just LTH, and he's not going to be able to stop everything, I believe. Right. Cap is stopped. Sapan is not capped. 110 to 135. Oh boy, are we at the same point we've been in this round 20 minutes before? 20 ticket difference. Sapan is almost capped, and it just... last 20% missing. Ay, 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 ay. Let's take a look on Kalinovka in the meantime, just to be sure we don't miss anything here. There's a new rally point in the north of score 3. TT just being an annoyance. Glizzy is obviously doing the mining stuff, but weeks away off the road right now. So are the mines though. Let's take a look at that. That's too far, right? That was interesting. Call a medic, bro. We have an accident. Who's going to win this fight? It's going to be TT. It's going to be TT. Glizzy and the ICO's bet CS. Probably just CS. Who knows? He's alive. He can pick Glizzy. And this week's going down. 7 tickets. Ding, ding, ding. And Sapan is getting kept back by TT. Bro. And if you haven't been pessimistic for SAG at this point, and optimistic obviously for TT, you might want to start this now. There's a lot of SAG around this, so if they can get inside, they can get some work done. But bro, to me the big difference is It's a problem. We haven't really seen the LAVs in the first round. Now we see the LAVs in the second round. And there's the BMWs. That's big. App stays alive. It's important. And I would wish for the BMDs to just shred this hab and radio. They just move into a position here, shred into there, just destroy the radio. Maybe move around in the area until it's finished. Probably sync up with 2 to just secure this job. And then finish this cap here on subpen. But subpen is neutral again. Like, neutral. SAG is trying to get in. Let's watch the charming medic princess walk around. Aye. Cap for SAG again. It's close. And remember, they didn't cap the flag. They didn't completely cap it, right? So this is a game. Whoever captures this flag. 4 chevrons for SAG right now. Fighting everywhere. As usual, my camera is just somewhere. Never on the action. TT still inside here. 5 chevrons cap. TH might do some trouble here. Let's check that out. It's on hab. That's obviously going to help. Doesn't seem too effective at this point. It is. They're very accurate. Recap. TT at 73 tickets. SAG at 180. What? One guy. He's known. Come on, BMDs. They're still patrolling subpen deck. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see the kills. 7311. That's one big. 709 and 12013. They did very good tickets, of course. At least 3 lefts, probably like 7 because I missed 60% of it, but yeah, that's that. The defensive train station hub because the cap is through, and that's where this point is getting interesting, gentlemen. That's where this game is getting interesting. We are looking at a 100 ticket difference at this point, and remember, it's 112 tickets. 112 tickets that TT won with the first round. So boy, oh boy, oh boy. Pressure on this hub is still not that big. Motor is online in the south again. Subpen still in very good control of SAG, at least for the moment. I don't know. What's the next step for SAG? Let's look at this. Yes, Squad 3 is really still available, still online. They might replace it here, but they're just being an annoyance. There's so many guys here on Kalinovka, and they might have to move quickly. Train station, 2 guys and a Logi. Place the mortar. Okay, so put everybody in this Vic. Get them down here. I mean, yeah, they don't know where the hap is, but if they're lucky, they overrun the hap immediately. Could be a good play. But I don't know. Because... well, if I would know, I would be playing and not casting, right? Still looks so messy. Abs overrun at this point. It's a bummer. It's a radio. It's an open radio. And as soon as it's discovered, the motors are just dead. That's probably going to cost 20 tickets. The mortar down here, right? It's not, because the BMDs destroyed the tube. The BMDs got the tube. And they're working on this hap. Finally! And they got it, it's dead. That's good, that's really good. Bro, that was necessary. A long time, that was overdue. Oh man, right, he's over here. He might have hit. Nothing too much to worry about. That's going to slow the enemy's advance, but the radio is gone. 20 tickets. We are at 60 to 150. It's a 90 ticket difference. It's enough for TT. Right now, TT can see through if they just keep this up. Defense is increasing. And there's just these two medics over here, Nussknacker and Ulol, that are coming down here. Laugh is on the flag. I don't see the commander. Now I see him. This has potential. It does. But the Logi is too far back for a radio. Kills and deaths. Let's take a look at the scoreboard again at this point. 190 to 145. That's slight lead. 62 to 65 revives. That's dead even. Squad 1 has changed, so we see some squad hopping. That's very nice. That's always something to be mindful, to have in mind that you can do that. Just send somebody from your squad to another squad, so they can utilize a rally point if that's to tactical advantage, or if no hap is available. That can be very useful. And what we see is we're seeing pretty good frags from squad leaders, at least some of them. And these numbers should be higher in my opinion. But this zero is pretty important. BMDs have been online. They haven't gone down so far. They've been doing good work. They have destroyed this hub. Oh man. But we lost Subpen. SAG lost Subpen again. It's a full cap. There's nobody still left inside alive. TT just managed with the rally points. Pretty strong. There's a hub coming online to the south. That's instantly spotted. So this mortar is immediately opening fire on it. Let's see how accurate that is. Defense is getting some pressure, but it's not too much of a problem. Now the question is, how accurate are the mortars on this radio? Because if they immediately down this radio, and that's not the case. The mortars are over here, close to the potential hub, but not on it. not sure if I like this one too much. I mean, I like that there is going to be an attack hub for Subpen. I'm not too sure if I like the positioning. It's a bit open. It's immediately spotted by the helicopter. At least the radio is not spotted for now. 60 tickets to 130. Oi, 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 oi. And the solid control that we thought SAG had is now for TT. That's TT on the flag everywhere. No SAG. There's 1 and 2 guys around far away. All getting shot way before getting into the flag. BMD4 moving in. Not much infantry around he can support. A lot of enemy infantry he could shoot, but most of them are inside, so that's difficult. Difficult for BMDs. BMDs, not Ws. And with this cap, TT just took 60 tickets, and that means it's almost even. 10 ticket difference at this point. That's... We had a point just a few minutes ago which was like 100 ticket difference. Looks like they can do it. SAG could get back into this. They still can, obviously. Everything's open, right? But at this point, TT is looking like they got things back under control. They got Subpen back. And this is what we were afraid of, right? Oh, this is what we were afraid of. These open radios are killing SAG at this point. And, I mean, like, it's easy to talk. Where do you put... There's not that many positions where you can put a radio under a roof, right? But this is like the 3rd radio we see that's going down this way. Extraordinarily well done by TT to just find those radios so quick and take them out at this speed. Yeah, LTA waiting for any opportunity, but there's not going to be one. This mortar is well stuck with ammunition, it's just going to keep shooting until this radio is gone. 20 tickets, and this will mean that TT is getting a score point in the 2nd round as well, so they could not just win the 1st round with 112 tickets at this point. Looking at a potential ticket win, yeah, win in the 2nd round, right? Ay. Oh? LTH is looking at a potential window to save this radio, and he's doing it. And now he's taking it down, yeah. Ticket saved. Good. Did the mortar get shot or just stopped? He stopped too early. He stopped just a tiny bit too early. 1603. Oh, they did it. The radio saved. Tickets dead even. 110, 111. And we are looking at a train station. Yeah, and there was a short cap on train station. Just a very short cap. That's looking interesting. His interface looks like they're capping train station despite Subpen being already capped, but it's not the case. Train station is not being capped. How could it be? And Ori is probably going to be shot. He's lying down in this position. She does that fine. Happens. So what's next? What's next, gentlemen? Vex is on the mortar. Moist Luke is dead. He got killed by Troll though. Troll is getting killed by Dixie. No, Simply actually did the kill. What? Isn't Simply in the chopper? Molto confuso. Artillery on Suppen. There's really 9 behind that. And this entrance is going to be blocked for a bit, but I don't think that's too much of a trouble. As long as this vehicle is getting out of the way. Suppen still in solid control. Some SAG in the area, but not enough. Quick peek at Kalinovka. Nothing in the area, it's totally clean. SAG's potentially playing this a bit too defensive. And they started so offensive in the early part of the round when they blocked train station for a while, but couldn't get Suppen finished. So they kind of switched from very offensive to somewhat defensive. Vic is inside the mountain, so there's no danger for that. At least not from the artillery. That's looking interesting. Let's take a quick peek at that. This is not too beautiful. Sorry, guys. Oh, what the fuck is this? Well, that's a roadblock if I have ever seen one, right? Yeah. Yeah, you're not getting in this way, I guess. Second artillery. Close to the first one. Has a bit more potential for damage over here. We have a hap overrun again on train station. Let's take a look. That's disabled radio. Dig down, I guess. Yeah. Easily digging down the on radio. Lizzie, I'm sorry for mispronouncing. That's the mining man, the mine man. And this attack is getting hammered by 2 LAVs. But we're in the same situation as we were before. Train station is no longer of interest. It's no longer viable to attack here because we lost Suppen again. From the point of view of SAG, Vex digging down the radio. That's correct choice in my opinion. SAG is dead on this side of the river anyway. 86 tickets to 101 tickets. SAG getting some guys inside of Suppen. How are we looking on the rallies? For TT. Because this is capable for SAG. They clean out the enemies. And I forgot, we have a 1 hour timer. First round was 1 hour, second round was 1 hour, and this is it! We have a USMC win, we have a TT win in the second round, 16 tickets. And that adds up to 128 ticket win in total. Both rounds won separately for TT. Let's just quickly glance over the scoreboard before it's too late. And that's that. Let's not forget SAG is playing in this constellation for the first time, so I guess there's some whelp protection in place for that. I cannot tell how it's looking from TT side, but what I can say from what I've seen so far is solid performance from TT in this match. Solid performance. They got outgunned in the first round, but they got the macro right. And the second game was a lot more dynamic, I had the feeling. It was a lot more action going on. The middle flag was lost and won. And the second round could have gone either way. That could have gone either way totally. And in the end, SAG, I believe, had the upper hand. No rally points for TT on subpen and no haps or anything in range. So they would probably have kept this again, but woulda. Well, it's not happening. The time was over. It ran out, and in the end, TT did amazing. They had some stuff I really liked, like the TT mortars were pretty good on the radios. That was just every open radio. The VIC performance of the BMWs, I think, was good in both rounds. I didn't see enough to say it exactly, but I think the BMD performance of the first round was a bit more to my liking. And the love performance of the second round was also a bit stronger, because the love performance of the first round was just not existing, in my opinion. And I'm not trying to shame the VIC crews for that, because we also saw some very, very decent heavy ITs. Anyways, this is going to wrap it up. It was a pretty good game. I had fun casting it, even though I was way in over my head with this one. I guess, should I ever cast again, and should anybody be interested in this, which I have my doubts, but who cares? I had fun. I hope you had too. Let's say goodbye to the last 10 people. And end it at this with that. Gentlemen, thank you very, very much, and gentlewoman, for joining in this. Never forget. And I'm going to wrap this one up. Bye bye, sleep well like the Ice Princess does. Catch you another day. Stay frosty.